After my crazy adventures in the Cameron Highlands, it was time to move on. In Tanah Rata, I took a bus to the city of Ipoh, one of the largest provincial towns in Malaysia. Most foreign visitors only briefly stop here or skip it altogether. I decided to spend a couple of days in Ipoh to see what the city has got to offer. So, let's find out. Good afternoon from the city of Ipoh, Malaysia. I just got here around 2 hours ago, checked into the hotel, and now we're gonna go have a look around. So what's the plan? Well, there is no plan. We're just gonna go have a little explore and try to answer the question whether Ipoh, Malaysia is worth visiting. So come and join me. Now I have to admit, I don't know much about this city. I know that it used to be a little village, but then in the late 19th century they found deposits of tin here. So then it became kind of a tin mining hub, and the British colonial government developed the city. And today it has around 1 million people in its metropolitan area, so it has become one of Malaysia's biggest cities. Another thing that I know about Ipoh is that many foreign visitors who come to Malaysia, they either skip Ipoh altogether or they just spend a day here to break up the journey between Kuala Lumpur and Penang, or the other way around. So yeah, Ipoh, not the most touristy city in the country, but the government is making a huge effort to boost its tourism economy, because apparently there is a lot of colonial architecture here. So let's go have a look. First impressions of Ipoh: it's as pedestrian unfriendly as any other place in Malaysia, and people always keep their engine running. I suppose that is because of the aircon, but yeah, you might have other considerations. But this is something I really noticed in Malaysia. People always keep their engine running, and the cities are very pedestrian unfriendly. This was the case in KL and also here in Ipoh and even in the Cameron Highlands. So yeah, not the best thing about Malaysia. But now we are coming up to a pretty famous monument here. So this right here is the Birch Memorial Clock Tower, and this was built in 1909. And it was actually a clock tower that was built to commemorate a British colonial officer named Birch, and he was apparently the first resident of the state of Perak. So Perak is the state where Ipoh is located. And yeah, this is a pretty beautiful building. I'm not sure if we can go inside. Let's go have a look. Nope, this is closed. But right here you can see the square around it, and it's pretty nice actually. And over there we have a mosque, and we're gonna go check that mosque out a bit later because I'm very hungry and also hot, and there are some restaurants, places to eat around here. So let's go have a look and see what we can find. Here we have an entire courtyard full of places, so let's go have a look. Chicken, yes.
One.
So one, yes, and
Here or take away?
for here. And for drink you have
Ice lemon tea.
ice lemon tea. Yes, that's good. Thank you. So we got some nasi goreng, fried rice with chicken, and some lemon iced tea. That was some excellent street food there. And now we're gonna go have a look at the mosque here, which is actually the State Mosque of Perak. So it opened in 1968, and it's the main mosque here in the state of Perak. Now let's go have a look. I have no idea whether it's open for tourism and visiting, but we will go check it out. At the moment I can't see anybody. Let's see. As I've been saying, Malaysia does not care about pedestrians. Look at this place. Sorry. Basically, this is an intersection and there's no way for pedestrians to cross. I mean, why? Why can you not put a pedestrian crossing there? Alright, rant over. That was a pretty nice mosque actually. And it is, as I was saying, the main mosque here in the state of Perak. And it is definitely not a tourist mosque because there were no tourists around. And obviously I didn't stay that long because I didn't want to disturb the people who were praying with my camera. Another thing that I should mention about Ipoh is that here in Ipoh there is actually a very large Chinese community, so Chinese Malaysians of course, and the Chinese Malaysians are actually dominant here. So there are more Chinese Malaysians than Muslim Malays, which is not the case in most of Malaysia. But yeah, look at this architecture, really nice buildings. Right, here we have some kind of market street and we'll go there in a minute. First, I'll go check out this street. As you can see here, lots of really beautiful murals. This is actually a scene of two farmers, I suppose. And over there we got a tiger. Yeah, but there's one street with a lot more street art, which I haven't found yet. But I'm pretty sure I will find that sometime soon. But yeah, now I just got to a parking lot. But it's actually really hot now. It's about 34 degrees Celsius. And I just spent the last few days in the Cameron Highlands, where the climate is very mild and pleasant. But now here I'm getting roasted again. So I think I'll just have a little break, go get some coffee somewhere air conditioned. So this is one of the most famous murals here in Ipoh. And I have to say this mural has seen better days. So the color is kind of fading away. But yeah, the architecture is really nice, even though a lot of the buildings could use some maintenance. And you know, I'm not saying that to be disrespectful to the city. It's a pretty town, but it does look a bit run down in some places. And yeah, now we are here on this main street again, and there are some carpet shops and some other places. And to be honest, it's now Thursday afternoon, around 4 p.m, and there isn't that much going on here in Ipoh. Don't really know whether it's because yesterday was the Malaysian Independence Day, so that was a national holiday, and yeah, many people might have a long weekend break or something, but it's relatively quiet at the moment. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Are these where are the carpets made?
Carpet.
Yeah. Turkey?
Yeah.
Oh, so you import them from Turkey?
Yeah. Turkey,
Okay.
we have Belgium, we have.
Belgium?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Then we have China.
Okay. So they are not carpet, no production in Malaysia?
There are, but not many factories.
Okay. Yes.
You are from?
Luxembourg. Next to Belgium, actually. Next to Belgium, yeah.
Nice place. I've already been in your place.
Have you been to Luxembourg?
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow. Right, so this very kind shop owner told me that he has already been to Luxembourg. What a legend. And now he lets me have a look here inside his shop. So yeah, the carpets are all from Turkey and other places.
Here we have curtains. We do curtains.
Oh,
Curtains.
okay. Yeah.
Then you have the body down there. We make curtains like that.
This is for the prayer mats.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is to pray. So this is more like Indian style or Malay?
Which one?
These ones.
This one
the
mostly Malaysian style.
Malaysian style. Okay.
These are all Malaysian batik. So you have batik. These are
Yes.
called Malaysian sarongs.
Oh, okay.
They wrap wear.
Okay. Yes.
And
Okay.
then like we of foreigners, we buy back, put tablecloth.
So you have this for tablecloth. Okay. So yeah, the Malaysians wear this, but he uses this as a tablecloth.
Like that.
Yes. But yeah, very nice shops
These
there.
are from India.
Yeah.
Men's one. They're from
Okay.
Indonesia.
A lot of different
Carpet
places.
opposite there.
Yeah.
My carpet is opposite there. That's my carpet.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I will have a look. I will have a look later. Okay. Thanks very much for letting me. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Very nice man there. Let me have a look around his shop. And yeah, as you can see here in Ipoh, they have all these multicultural things. So he was selling cloth and different carpets and, you know, prayer mats and everything from so many different places like Turkey and Indonesia and India. And that's just the diversity that you have here in Malaysia, which I find really fascinating. Now let's enter this market street over there, which is actually called Concubine Street. So let's go have a look. So what do we have here? Hats, jewelry. Right, this is a real market street here. Also lots of food. Baby crab. Wow. I just had food, but I will come back later. Thank you. Really cool street here, this Concubine Street, and there is a lot more going on here than in other places in the city. What do we have here? Some more shops with souvenirs. What I really love the most about Malaysia is this diversity. I mean, you got a lot of Chinese influence here, but then you also got more like Arabic looking places, Indian places, and traditional Malay places. I mean, it's just so diverse, which is something amazing. So yeah, this diversity and this togetherness is definitely something very commendable for Malaysia. Very positive, because the communities here, they really live together, and there doesn't seem to be too much tension, at least on the surface. And yeah, that is great. Now we're gonna go check out another place that actually some locals as well as the internet recommended. So let's go have a look. Alright, so this right here is the Time Tunnel Museum, and it's supposedly a cool little museum to check out. So let's go have a look.
It's a museum of all artifacts.
Ah, okay, yes, like antiques.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So upstairs. Okay, thank you. Alright, so now we are in the Time Tunnel Museum, and as the guys there just told me, it's all about antiques and old artifacts from Malaysia. Wow, and here you got some vinyl. Led Zeppelin. ABBA, Hermans and Hermans. Deep Purple. I mean, who doesn't love these bands? Yeah, I think these are some Malaysian movies probably. Some little artifacts. Here some old Malaysian builds. And photography. This is my specialty. We got some old film cameras here. Polaroids. And here you can see this is located inside a very traditional house with these wooden structures and then these pillars here everywhere. Wow, looks really cool actually. And here's an old barber shop. I actually do need a haircut quite soon. There's, oh, some more cameras. Just look at this beauty over here. This is a Mamiya RB67. And here you can see the lenses and a Pentax. Wow. Some old photographs. Wow, look at this. Some old cashier's machines. And a map of Malaysia. So we are now here in Ipoh, Perak, over there. So we came from the Cameron Highlands, which is over there. Then we went this way, and before that we were in Kuala Lumpur, which is here. And then we are gonna go north after that. This museum is actually really cool. I didn't expect anything here, but if you want to know what Malaysian shops, houses and other places looked like 50 years ago, come to the Time Tunnel. Here we have some old kitchens. Wow. Some old advertisements, cigarettes. And this event, I explained it in my second KL video. This is the Malaysian independence on August 31, 1957, when the first Prime Minister declared the Malaysian independence with the Merdeka cries. And here we have an old atelier, I suppose. Yeah, with all sorts of artifacts again. Very old TV and other things. Here we have the skyline of downtown Ipoh. And as I was saying, this used to be a mining town in the late 19th century. There was a lot of tin mining here, and some of the buildings actually date from that era. But then you also have these pretty ugly 60s and 70s buildings. But now there is also a river here. So let's go check out the river walk. So this is the river here. I actually forgot what the river is called, but it's not the nicest river in the world. Now, it does smell a bit weird, and there are some people fishing, but other than that, not much going on. There might be a better place somewhere else in the city, but here in the center, the river walk is not nice at all. So my initial question was, is Ipoh, Malaysia worth visiting? And I'm gonna say sort of. It's a nice little town with colonial architecture, nice houses, buildings, markets, coffee shops, and there are also lots of places around the city, like nature-related places, as well as cave temples. But I would also say that it's not a must. I mean, you can include it on your Malaysia itinerary, but you really don't have to. I would say spending a day, maybe 2 days here is definitely enough, because it isn't the most interesting city in the world, but still, it's not a bad place either. I mean, it's nice and tranquil and very laid back. So yeah, that's it for my little Ipoh exploration here. Thanks very much for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.